Welcome, racing fans. The NASCAR playoffs continued this afternoon with the round of 12. This is Manny Allegretta, Charlotte Motors Speedway, where the action was this afternoon for the Bank of America 500. This is motorsportsradio.net for Sunday, October 8th. Denny Hamlin, driver of the 11 car, the pole sitter this afternoon. Green flag in the air at 1:03 p.m. Eastern Time, an hour earlier than originally scheduled due to the threat of inclement weather. Denny Hamlin held on to the lead through the opening laps. Kevin Harvick behind him. Denny Hamlin in the FedEx car on Sunday. Kevin Harvick in the Jimmy John Subs car. After 35 green flag laps, we get our first caution for a competition caution due to rain the night before. So this is typical fashion for NASCAR to throw out the competition caution. Denny Hamlin in the lead for the restart back at lap 41. However, a shuffle in the top three after the restart would put Chase Elliott in the lead. Denny Hamlin would drop down to third. We have a second question here. This one for Ryan Newman. In a crazy wreck, goes sideways. A spin and smoke for the 31 driver. And then the inside wall turned out Clint Boyer, who was right behind him, got into the rear of Ryan Newman's car and sent Ryan Newman sideways. A little fire, but not too major. Ryan Newman is okay. Clint Boyer's 14 car also got some damage. Incident at lap 43. Now, after going back to green, Kevin Harvick finally took the lead, getting by Chase Elliott with an outside pass. Kevin Harvick would then go to win stage 1. Stage number 2, back to green, lap 98 with Jay McMurray in the lead. The lead position quickly stolen by Kyle Busch. However, Kevin Harvick right behind him. Crazy drama in the top 3 to start the second stage. And it was all smooth sailing until lap 115. That would be when the 95 of Michael McDowell goes sideways. This would bring out the fourth caution incident here at turn 2. Kevin Harvick would lead in coming off the restart. Now, Kyle Busch had some trouble today. It all started right here. Kyle Busch getting into some trouble going into the wall at turn 3. This would be the first incident. This should bring out the fifth caution. Kyle Busch having some issues with his right rear tire this afternoon. The 18 camera kissing the outside safety barrier. Busch was running second at the time, dropped down to 31st. I believe he finished 10th. We have the finishing orders in a moment. Kevin Harvick continuing to take care of business with Harvick, Chase Elliott, and Matt Kenseth running the top 3 in the closing laps of stage number 2. Stage 2 winner, once again, this would be Kevin Harvick as well. Harvick leading the field for the start of stage 3, with Truex Jr. running in second. Round of green flag pit stops at lap 224. Matt Kenseth, the first customer, and a handful of lead changes, including a new leader at lap 234. This would be Martin Truex Jr. Kyle Larson worked his way back up to second in the 42 target car, targeting Truex Jr. And then we get our seventh question at lap 266. This one, an incident between Danica Patrick and David Ragan. It was actually David Ragan, the 38, going sideways and collecting Danica Patrick. This is an incident in turn number 2. In turn, a race off pit road. Kyle Larson now back finally takes the lead as the field gets ready for yet another restart. With the field warping into a fast and loud 3 wide, Kyle Larson puts the pedal to the metal. Truex Jr. would drop down to third. Troubles continue at this moment for Kyle Busch. Again, lap 278 now. Continuing to have trouble with that right rear. Again into the wall, goes sideways. This would be the 8th caution. Kyle Busch in the Interstate battery car this afternoon, the green and white car. Another race off pit road will put Truex Jr. back in the lead. Kyle Larson, a victim of a botched pit stop. He had 2 hairy pit stops today. The second one was the tire changer had some issues with the tire. The first one was back at the beginning of the race where he overshot his pit box. Lap 314 would start the last 20 with Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, and Chase Elliott running the top 3. And at lap 325, Kyle Busch again into the wall. This would bring out the 9th caution, this time with 9 to go. And it was Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin running the top 2 for a 4-lap shootout. But however, with 3 to go, another caution. This time it was for Kurt Busch, the 41 car, who goes sideways at turn 1 going into turn 2. And now the field gets set for some OT, NASCAR overtime. Now the thing to note here is that NASCAR got rid of the OT line, so now the field has to get all the way around to the start-finish line without a caution for the restart to be good. White flag flies at lap 336. Lap 337 seals the deal, and the winner of the Bank of America 500, Martin Truex Jr., who led a total of 91 laps. And I gave him a motorsportsradio.net post-rate burnout rating of an A++. It was almost a triple plus, but a good burnout right there for some post-race celebratory purposes. Pole sitter Denny Hamlin would come in fourth. Chase Elliott second. Kevin Harvick third. Most laps led, Kevin Harvick, 149 laps. Kyle Larson came in 10th. I do apologize. Kyle Busch actually came in 29th. So a bad day for the 18 driver. But we'll see what happens. We have now, I believe we have 8 races left. 2 laps in the round of 12 plus 3 in the round of 8. So that's 6 races left or something like that. But I'll give you something like that. I'm guessing right now. I'm assuming it's 6 or maybe 7. Race time today was 3 hours, 39 minutes, and 18 seconds. There was an incident with Chris Buescher going into the grass on the final lap. And now Kyle Busch, they had him laying out on the grass. He got out of the car. He's laying down on the infield grass before we came on here. So we'll keep our eyes on that. So hopefully that doesn't develop into anything major. All right, so coming up next, the action heads down to the Yellowhammer State, Alabama for Talladega for some restrictor plate racing, and Talladega usually has drama of its own. That's going to be next Sunday, race time at 2 o'clock on the big NBC, and we'll keep you updated. Weekend edition on Thursday, where we'll go over the driver standings and, of course, upcoming weekend's racing schedule. From the home of motorsports news and info out on Long Island, this is Manny Allegretta, and this is motorsportsradio.net.